Among the things you may be most pleased with, is it the fact that response to conceding that goal, or you won't be pleased with the goal, but the fact that with some of the topsy-turvy games recently, you must have thought, and Gainsborough with a bit between their teeth. The response was strong.
Without wanting to sound like a broken record, the liner has just said, I don't know if it was a corner. I thought
no,
it was. So he's apologised, but it's another unnecessary mistake when they were cruising in the game, and then all of a sudden, we should defend it better, but we don't. Then there's 5 minutes and we need real character and resilience, and then, we just thought at that point, do we go 5 at the back, put Big Theo on, who was excellent, then towards the end of the game, James, we bolstered it again and, had to sacrifice Dante. So what I was really pleased about, to go back to your question, is the strength of character. When things didn't go all well last week, we showed big balls. Can you say that? Big balls.
Kahunas.
Kahunas, whatever they want. But, that's a sign of a good side. And, we were depleted today. We only had like 3 outfield subs and the keeper. But we've got reinforcements coming in. But, it's come here today, James, and I think we're the only team to win this season in the league to come away with 3 points. We're happy with that.
First victors. Jay Fitzmartin had an interesting brief chat with Brian Richardson about Jay after the game last week, and it's undoubted talent, but he is a confidence player, and how pleased were you to see him break the one who breaks the deadlock?
Well, I've just said in there, that's as good as I've seen Jay Fitz his pre-season, but he's had an illness, and he's needed to be patient, he needs to come back in. You could hear us today burn him when he gets 1v1. You're not catching him, he's so good, and the little bit of magic on his goal, he cuts inside and bends it towards the far stick. I thought he was excellent. All game. I think the likes of him and Max and Garrett on up the top with that pace that you've got. And we're going to have reinforcements with Buckley. Some of the balls that we put in the box today, I think Jordan Buckley's going to eat them. So, but listen, we're pleased for Jay. We're pleased for Dante. We're pleased for everybody. So we're going away, cold, but we're happy today.
And would it be churlish on me to say you could have sealed it? When she went 2-0 up, Jay actually had a very good chance to really put the game to bed.
He knows that and probably should have squared it to Maxi, but he took his opportunity. I think when you're playing, that high in your game, that what he was, I'm not going to certainly lambast him for missing that chance. When you've been excelling all game, you do it, and in some games it ends up in the top corner. But I just thought it was unjust when they scored their first one. To make it 2-1, and we're a little bit nervy at times, and there have been times this season that we've folded and we've given opportunities, but Lafferty, Curtis Jones, Theo when he went on, Charlie Oliver, by the way, was excellent. Just right throughout the park, and I don't know, I just felt quite confident in those set pieces. They're all good 6-foot players, and you can put Buckley in there next week at 6'2", 6'3". So we're getting better at set pieces, and also then we look at an attacking at Menace going the other way.
And we gave Charlie Ennis actually man of the match.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, and
1,000,000%.
He's always right from the word go. He was on the right flank, very busy, very available, linking up with Oliver.
He was like a 21-year-old. I said at half time. He gets better. He is your fine wine. People write him off, and he comes back, and he's 33 going on 34. He was everywhere, and then to make that lung busting run in the 91st, 92nd minute to get on the end of it. He's an animal. He's an absolute animal, but he deserved it, and he led the pack. And look at his stats. His stats don't lie. That's 14 starts, 1 defeat in 14 starts, and people still, may call out Charlie for not maybe doing what they think he should be doing. But we think as a group, he's absolutely exceptional. I'm delighted that he's on the match.
And the whole defence, you must have generally been pleased today.
Pat Boyes was excellent. He had a wobble, when he did a Cruyff turn or whatever he did there, and a couple of his kicks. But Pat was great. Curtis Jones is getting back to his best. Lafferty had a wobble last week, back to his best. Charlie Oliver at right back looks like he's just fit into that. Guy Hall again was excellent. Marshall, we've lost Munro. Devastated to lose Charlie with a groin injury, but Griffiths is back to his best. Dennis is back to his best. Dec McLaughlin comes on, and then you've got a lively front three. So we defended from the front really well. Defended ball, defended our box, attacked their box really well. And all in all, James, when you win a game of football, you're delighted, and the fans who came out today were excellent, and they're the ones, they're the ones that really, matter to me.
And all the subs contributed well, including Reeve, of course, with a couple of breaks, including the one that led to the third goal.
Malachi's here to learn his trade, and maybe starting well against Gainsborough, had a little bit of a wobble, sat there for 85 minutes freezing cold today, and then to come on and burst the way he did going forward, he did really well. So, it just shows the strength of depth that we've got in the squad. But we're not going to settle on it. We'll have Donahue back in there next week. We'll have Buckley in. We'll have another player from the National League North that we know will get over the line this week. So, listen, it's exciting times. We've been down in the doldrums a little bit, but let's not forget, you Poland, that's 1 defeat in 6.
Mm-hmm.
1 defeat in 6 since coming over from Poland. So, people can pick the bones out of the Marine at the Matlock game, and we will do that. We don't need telling, we already know. But, just hopefully, today's performance has put a few smiles on people's faces, as them fans were exceptional today.
So just briefly, injuries. So do you know about Gabidon? He limped off. Is that?
It's bad. It's a bad one. He's going to need stitches. He's deep. Didn't realise how bad it was, but his foot's full of blood. He looks like he needs stitches in it. And if he does, we don't know how long that'll take. But
and Monroe out for a while as well.
Monroe, yeah, he's felt his groin, so that's definitely going to be 10 to 14 days minimum. Just as he's getting back to his best. So, but listen. Donahue's at home today. Getting a good rest. So Donahue could come back in there today. What I liked about the midfield three today, James, was our discipline. And nothing against any midfield that's played this season, but we weren't sprinting all over the park. We held our shape, and that was pleasing for me. And like I said, I just thought we did it really, really well. But listen, it's horrible when we get beat.
Yep.
Let's enjoy the win. I know it's absolutely freezing cold. A massive shout out for you guys today. Like to Tim, the photographer that's come, the fans that have come, have braved it, and it's amazing.
And finally, Marine next Saturday. Who gave FC a caning earlier in the season. What sort of game do you expect there?
I don't know. They went on. I think they were drawing at half time. I'm not sure how they've gone on 0-0. So listen, we're gonna tackle it now positively. We're gonna have a really good week in training. I think the ice is going to go away now. We've back to a little bit of rain, and we can get in Tuesday. We can get in Thursday. We can blood in the players. We can have a really good week, and you know what it's like when you win a game of football. Put smiles on your face. It makes Monday morning a lot easier. Makes training a lot easier next week. Now we want to get back to Broadhurst Park, and hopefully, listen, James. There was a couple of words that was exchanged last week, and this win won't shut them people up. Absolutely. But what it does do is show the strength of character, the leadership we've got in the group, and to come here and be the first team to win all season. That might put smiles on people's faces. But them fans that are here today, that for me is they're really, really they really mean a lot to me. And for them, we've won the game, and for that group in there, delighted with, because they are fantastic. That group, which I've said all season.
Congratulations, Neil. Good day. Glad to get. Congratulations for Gainsborough for getting it on. They probably regret they did get it on now, but yeah. Congratulations to you and the team, and we'll see you in 7 days' time for
Thanks, James.
the next episode.
Ben, cheers.